Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 7th through the 13th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. I thought Juno was going to join us because she woke up, she stretched, but she just switched positions. Not yet. Let's see, Taurus, what's going on here? And what the hell? Whew. The overall energy for the reading, the Four of Wands. This could be about a marriage, a commitment, something quite powerful, quite meaningful to you. Now, in the recent past, the star fell out in reverse, the sun, the devil. Difficult energies. It almost seems like there's a distorted sense of happiness here. There's something that shows up for you as being happy, but it also looks like it's false. It's false happiness. It's a false sense of happiness. It's not that it's false. I feel like you felt it as being happy, but man, it carried the devil and the star in reverse. It's like, oof. Like you're perceiving this as being real, as being your reality, when in fact it was not that. It was not happiness. It was something else. Which I don't know what that is. We'll have to clarify and take a really deep look into that, because man, it's showing up as, I believe this is my happiness. This is my truth. This is my, and man, you believed it in your core. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. There was something else. You were supposed to believe that about it for a reason. Anyways, in your current situation, the Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Moon, there's a soul connection here. I feel like it presents itself more in the form of a friendship more than anything. And it could be a friendship, or it could be a collaboration. Maybe you're working with someone. But I feel like there's something you're not supposed to see about this one yet. There's something that's being hidden here. And not in terms of, oh, they're keeping secrets, or I'm keeping secrets. I feel like this is more than what meets the eye. Just like in the past, where you perceive something as being happy, and probably not. It's not one of those things where it turned unhappy. You know, everything started out fine. Everything is, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so, oh, and all of a sudden it got ugly. It was ugly from the get-go. You just saw it as beautiful. It hid itself pretty good. So it's not, let's not mistake things with we're happy and all of a sudden we're not. It was ugly from the get-go. But this one, in your current situation, I feel like there's something more to it. Yeah, it presents itself on the surface like, oh, this is just, you know, this beautiful soul connection. I recognize it. We're working good together. We've got this going on. It's. And again, I don't see it as love, not yet, not necessarily. I see it more as energies working together in a harmonious way here, you know, beautiful way. In the immediate future, the Ten of Cups, the Death card, the Queen of Wands. Now this is happiness, but this happiness that does show up like happiness, apparently there's an ending attached to it. And I don't know if this ending is coming or this ending is already here, attached to this beautiful energy. So you might be dealing with a distorted sense of happiness here. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Four of Wands. The Chariot, the King of Swords, the Sun. There it is. There's a commitment here. There's a commitment, and it has this sun hanging on to it. It has this And this sun, this time around, doesn't show up surrounded by those energies. It's shown up as, I want to create happiness, I want to create commitment in a particular situation, I know what I want. It's not the same distorted energy as there, it's the actual happiness, it's the real happiness, it's the one that's not here to trick you kind of happiness. And you're heading in that direction, or you want to. Let's do the star in reverse. In the recent past. Ooh. 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Devil. I feel like this situation may have come to an end multiple times. I feel like it was one of those things of, out of my life you go, because I don't want you, I don't want you. And then, no, this is actually what I really want. But no, I don't want it to go away. So, and it was tied up closely to what it is that your soul wanted, your soul desired. And your soul is showing me, I didn't want this to begin with. I never wanted this. But then it's your struggle on the surface where it's like you're not necessarily recognizing what the soul is telling you, and you're like, oh, but it looks so good, it looks so happy. This is happiness. Soul, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. And the devil is there again. Where the devil is showing up, tied up to you, trying to convince even your soul that knows the truth, not you on the surface here, trying to convince yourself, your soul, your everything you want, that no, this has to happen. It almost feels like I have free will, soul, so I'll do whatever I want. And look at me going for this happiness that I think is happy for me. Meanwhile, the soul was kind of like, okay, go do it. Let's see what happens now. You know? Let's see the sun. The Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, there's a sense of separation from the get-go here. There's a sense of disconnect. There's a sense of separation there. First of all, the sense of disconnect within this connection came from the sense of disconnect within you and your higher self, within you and you. The minute you disconnected yourself from listening to what's going on internally, you disconnected within the situation too. But you still managed to see it as this is happiness. What is reflecting outside of yourself normally aligns with what's going on inside of yourself. And inside of yourself, something was telling you, this is not it. This is not it. And you were forcing your outside to be like, yes, this is it. So that disconnect happened within this connection as you started to disconnect from your inside. And man, I mean, there's a whole lot of struggling here. There's a whole lot of trying to prove yourself right and then knowing that it's wrong. What the hell is this? There's a whole lot of battling inside and outside of yourself. Because your free will at that time was actually your stubbornness to prove yourself in your mind right, in your soul wrong. This is big time, almost shadow rejection. Wow. Let's do the devil in the recent past. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. And as I say, shadow rejection here, the moon shows up. Which to me, that's the most indicative card of shadow. For the devil, you get, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Wands. I told you that. There is, I see you trying to heal this. I see you trying to heal this aspect. So trying to identify that shadow, that let me fight with myself over this. The way you approached this healing though, it's coming from a mind perspective. And it's coming from a confused mind perspective. It's coming from the ego. Because that free will of yours wasn't that free will of yours. It was, again, trying to prove a point to yourself. And trying to prove a point to yourself is when the ego takes over, and it takes things very, very far. It could, if we allow it. And that's what happened here. And I see you in that Four of Swords, which is telling me, I'm trying, look, I identify this, I recognize this, and I'm going to heal it. And then you're showing me the Eight of Swords, the overthinking part, the overanalyzing. That's not healing it. That's feeding it. And that's why things became very, very hard at some point for you within this situation. Very difficult. It's like almost to the point of not being able to recognize what's real and what's not real anymore in this situation. Let's do the Six of Cups in your current situation. The Hangman, the Strength card, the Ten of Wands. There's a soul connection here. I feel like there's not much participation, at least on your side. And you do want to move. You do want to participate more in this, but you're not doing it. And the more you're standing still in it, the harder it becomes for you. Man. Let's do the Three of Pentacles in the current situation. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands. Yeah, you're stepping back. You're stepping back, you're disconnecting from this, and then you're just waiting. So you're not going completely. You're not detaching yourself to the point of, I'm going to go until I don't see you anymore, or until you become this little dot that I don't care about anymore. You're going enough to see them, kind of just like, that's it. And that's how far I'm going, but I can see them. Not going to do anything about it, but I don't want to go any further, so I'll just sit here. So I don't know what this is about. This is your energy trying to, or you trying to detach yourself energetically from a situation, even though it's hurting you not to do anything about it. Let's do the Moon in the current situation. Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. All right. So what's making you go through all of this motion that I just talked about is love. There's love here, but you're hiding it. And you're hiding it so well even from you. You're burying it deep down. And it's the healthy kind of love. It's the love where you have your own independence through it. You have your own freedom through it. You have your own, I feel this about it, and I want for this to happen in a beautiful way, and I'm my own person through this. And it's the healthiest kind of love that can show up here. And man, you're hiding that. Where, again, I feel like you're not even recognizing it. That's what's keeping you in this place of, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to do anything about it. The not doing anything about it is creating some hardship here for you. And you're probably not understanding why. And it's because of this love that's being hidden. Let's do the Ten of Cups in the immediate future. The Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords, the Temperance card. You're hoping that in time, it'll get better. It'll get easier to walk away from happiness. That's exactly how it shows up. You're identifying what is actual happiness here. Not the energies from the past there that confuse the hell out of you to the point of not being able to recognize what's real and what's not. This, your soul is aligning with this. And is saying this is happiness for you. This is it. And you know that, but you're choosing to hide that and to walk away from that for some reason. You know that that's aligning with your soul in a perfect kind of way to create this happiness, whatever this is. But you're hoping that in time, you know, yeah, it is happiness. I'm walking away from it. In time, it's going to get easier to walk away from happiness. Let's do the Death card. The Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands. You are convinced here. You convince yourself, I'm walking away. This is done. I'm out. There I go. Watch me go. But you know it's bullshit, you know it's crap, because yeah, you've gone so far. As I said, you're not going until they're this little dot and then they disappear in the horizon. You're not there, and you're not going there. You're going just enough so that you can keep an eye on them. And you know that deep down, because the Five of Swords is here, and this is showing me that this whole energy of it's done, it's over, I'm out, is kind of a bullshitty kind of energy, because there you are waiting again. There you are in that standby mode, so you're not going anywhere. You tell yourself that, you're trying to convince yourself again of that, but you also know that that's not true. For the Queen of Wands, you get the Four of Cups, the Death card, the King of Wands. There's definitely a match here in energy. There's an energy that you're tied up to where there's a definite match. This ending that you try to convince yourself of is bringing a lot of unhappiness for you, for them, for everybody involved. So, man, that was a struggle in the past. I keep like looking at that and I'm like, ooh, I get a headache. What's going on there? That doesn't tie up to this energy here. It ties up in the way that you were supposed to learn a whole lot of big lessons from that experience there. And I feel like you have here and there, because those lessons learned are showing up through this experience here. But man, there's a whole lot in there that you can get out of it for your own healing. And you're still gonna get it, I'm sure. This is not done for you. It's done because it's in the past, but it's not done in the it's gonna show up. It's gonna show back up for you. Because that's a lot of healing right there. Served on a platter by the universe. Being like, Taurus, phew. Here you go. From the universe, you get the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Empress. As I said, there's an energy attached to you. It's not just you on this journey, it's you, and then there's this other energy that's like elbow by elbow with you in this. Now, it's you, it's your own journey, and this separation is telling me that physically there's no way that this is put together in the physical. And there's also a whole lot of rejection towards the elbow part. You know, kind of like, yeah, we're elbowing, but go away. I don't want you here elbowing with me. Where, you know, it might be a given that this is there. It might be that there's nothing you can do about it. But accept it. This is my elbow, this is theirs. Let's freaking accept it instead of fighting it. Because fighting it is creating so much stress, so much. And the reason that you're elbow by elbow is this happiness here that you keep on hiding. You keep on, you know, burying in unknown places within you. So until you decide to let that energy out, the one of love, the one of true happiness, you're gonna reject this elbow of this other energy touching yours. You're gonna be like, go away. But again, there's still a whole lot of healing that's coming in from that experience right there, where again, the clear message that I get out of that is that it was hard to discern reality from your version of reality, you know, truth from lie. I don't know, pretty tough energies. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.